Good evening, folks. It's Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project, Magnetic Reversal News, Shinrin Yoku, and Yurt Life, bringing you a grand solar minimum update Monday, February 12th, 8:30 p.m. Mountain Time 2024. Quite an active day on the sun with massive coronal mass ejections just off the incoming limb and more space weather headed our way. Couple that with record snow in the Northeast, and you need to keep calm. It's boom time. Winter Storm Lorraine to bring snow and strong winds to the Northeast, including New York City and Boston. It will clobber some areas Tuesday. Others may miss the brunt of the New England storm as it is moving up in a small swath. A quick but intense nor'easter could deliver New York City's biggest snow in more than 2 years, and that's a ho-ho-ho. Incoming storm to bring plowable snow for parts of New Hampshire as well. And while we certainly need a plow up here, Wolf Creek sees 44 inches of fresh snow in the past week. What a tweak. And let's take a look at the total snow this year. So far, 226 inches. Could be a record breaker. Severe threats in the south as well Monday, including possible tornadoes and flooding rain, and that's going to move east as a river of hail was caught on camera in South Tyler.
We're going to take a look at this video just into our newsroom earlier so you
Little
can
blurry.
see some hail. Check it out. This may be some of the most impressive video we've seen all morning. It's a river of hail in South Tyler. Just a few hours ago, this was shot at a shopping center off of Old Jacksonville Highway. You can see the rain collecting all the...
And a river of hail it was indeed yesterday. Here is the hail map for Sunday, February 11th, 2024. 93,444 areas impacted by 1 inch or larger hail. 2,500 impacted by 1.75 inch or larger. Those are some big winter numbers. Mark my words. Here's the full forecast. A winter storm for the mid-Mississippi Valley into the Northeast. Severe weather for the Southeast. A significant winter storm from the Mid-South today will transition into a strong nor'easter for the Mid-Atlantic and New England by Tuesday. That will be their lose day. Severe thunderstorms, heavy rainfall, flash flooding will be possible across portions of the Southeast today and into tomorrow. And a new storm system arrives across the Pacific Northwest by the middle of the week, with areas of locally heavy rain and mountain snowfall coming, and we will show you those snowfall totals. Here is the severe weather threat currently as it moves east in 3 hours. Hours of power should start to bomb out there with heavy snow in Ohio as it moves east. Overnight, rapidly moving offshore by the morning, and that is going to bring some heavy snow totals to some areas as another system hits the region again and a third system hits it again and again. So the Northeast is looking like it's going to have a very, very active pattern through February, and let's walk through the snow totals. 3, 6, 9, 12 hours from now, heavy snow will be on the ground central PA. Take a look, hey, as well as North Jersey, southern New York, most of Connecticut, Rhode Island, and parts of Massachusetts, including Boston. So heavy totals there. Here is Thursday through Friday as that system moves into the Pacific Northwest, bringing heavy snow to the northern Sierras, specifically near Tahoe. As we enter the weekend here, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, another system will move through the Northeast and bring more snow to the regions, piling on more snow where it is needed. And then maybe a system will hit the Northeast, bringing heavy snow to the Adirondacks, Vermont, New Hampshire, and the ski resorts, as well as Maine. It's insane. It continues to show heavy snow for the Northeast and more snow for the Sierras and the Pacific Northwest, which is in need in those basins for more snow. So these are good numbers, and we approve them. But unfortunately, shut up, Al, get in your hole. Al is crying like a baby. Poor Al Gore. Now, Southern California has been shaken by earthquakes over the last few days, and I'm talking hundreds of quakes. Over 100 earthquakes in just the last 24 hours near the city of El Centro. This is after a 4.8 magnitude earthquake hit there, followed up by several large quakes. Here's a 3.6, Here's a 4.1, and this would be the normal activity after an earthquake of that magnitude. According to many of the textbooks that I studied, the normal example would be after you get an earthquake of magnitude 4.8, you should expect 100 quakes of 3 magnitude or greater. And that's what we're seeing here, a normal unrolling of aftershocks and a textbook example. These all originated in the San Joaquin Fault System, which connects to the San Andreas. But overall, it seems like a normal array of activity, albeit tons. So there must have been a lot of pressure on the fault here. So after the 4.8 earlier today, we're seeing a lot of tweaks of that fault system here, resulting in multiple, if not over 100 aftershocks. And I'm sure that's tweaked some nerves in the region. As well as seismic upticks by Kickham Jenny, a submarine volcano went into an active phase over the last few days, but as of February 11th, the activity at Kickham Jenny has subsided in magnitude and frequency and almost stopped completely, which is good news. Let's take a look at the overall seismicity for the country, and wow, we've got to get out of this mode, or we're going to melt down the computer. So we do have some quakes of note today, a large rumbler out in the middle of nowhere, 6.1 in the Japan region, at quite a depth of 249 kilometers. Hopefully this is not indicative of a larger quake up on the surface. There could be some tsunami activity, so we'll keep a close eye on that. Most recent quake just kicking off now, 4.8 in Indonesia up on the surface there. That is up and gone. Overall, worldwide, very low-level activity, which is good news for you and I. Worldwide volcano news update. We've got Shishaldin here in the field of view. Mild ash emissions yesterday, and the alert level was raised to orange, so imminent explosions coming from there any moment. We'll probably be reporting on it. Swanosima today to 6,000 feet. Ibu to 10,000. Liwotobi, Laki, a 10,000-foot puff, 14,000 foot at Santa Huito, Popo to 19,000 foot today, Merapi with an A to 12,000, and the uplift continues after the last eruption on Iceland. These numbers are still going up, meaning that in a few days or a week or so, we should have the next eruption over at the Reykjanes volcano, as the ground continues to uplift by 1 centimeter per day. Sabancaya to 23,000, Fuego to 14, Semaru to 15,000 feet, Reventador to 14.5. And now you are all caught up to speed. Imminent eruption on Iceland incoming. Space weather today, very active 24 hours. Solar X-rays were enhanced following an eruption behind the northeast limb. And within the past hour, this is the second such event today from the same source area. And we showed you the ISWA signet streamer of that explosion. Probably another X-flare, in my opinion. So, very active sun. Proton levels streaming past Earth remain very close to the moderate S2 threshold. This is the result of an eruption early Monday morning from behind the limb, and none of this is directly Earth-facing. So here we can come take a look at that S2 proton storm just at the cusp. These are the current numbers. Let's refresh this. Yep. And this is coming out of 36 hours of S2 radiation storm from 3 days ago. So we are way up on the proton flux, and we're going to stay there for a little bit. Let's take a quick look at telemetry here at the Discover Solar Wind. And let me shrink my mug down here so you can take a look at what we're looking at. Here was the first passage of the first CME, kicking off that 3-day solar storm forecast. Telemetry is still high with plasma speeds around 500 kilometers per second. And if we get any tweak in telemetry, which it appears as if we're getting now, density is moving up here, we will go into geomagnetic storm sometime in the next few hours. We're keeping a close eye on it as the forecast is for KP6 over the next 24 hours. Hours of powers. Now, an elderly man becomes the first ever recorded death from Alaskapox. The man is thought to have caught the virus, which is closely related to smallpox, from a cat scratch. Cat scratch fever much? Now, a recently discovered virus closely related to smallpox has in fact killed a man. Just 7 cases of the infection have been reported since 2015, when it was first observed by scientists in Fairbanks, Alaska. Known as AKPV, the virus is thought to spread from small rodents to humans. It causes mild illness, including small skin lesions, swollen lymph nodes, and muscle pain. And the man who died from the AKPV was immunocompromised. So there is no direct threat to the healthy public. But nonetheless, we thought you should be informed, and informed as well with the first case of bubonic plague in almost a decade confirmed in Oregon. Health officials say, and here are the symptoms to spot. The resident likely contracted the plague via their symptomatic pet cat. Another cat involved here, according to local health officials on Wednesday. A resident in Oregon has been infected with the state's first case of bubonic plague since 2015. Health officials confirmed last week. The resident likely contacted the infection from a symptomatic cat, Deschutes County Health Services said in a news release Wednesday. All close contacts to the resident and their pet have been contacted and provided medication to prevent illness, which is good news. Health officials said the risk to the local community is low, as they have identified the case and, well, they've eaten the cat. I mean, that's a boom to knowledge. Well, they probably didn't eat the cat. Please share this video, as we are shadow banned and we need your help to grow. Become a Patreon, support the work we do. Watch all of our podcasts in one place, commercial free. Be safe. We love you, and that is a boom.